If your Hurricane feels average, you built him wrong. One wrong mod turns Hurricane from a tank killer into a reload simulator. Today, I'm breaking down the exact Hurricane build top rank players use to delete Bastion, Leviathan, and Smog. And I'll explain why most players accidentally sabotage him. Quick shout out to Abhishek from the community. He asked for a deep breakdown of Hurricane's gun mods, so this video exists because of him. Muzzle slot. The muzzle slot decides one thing. Does a Hurricane kill tanks? I'll tickle them. There are 3 standard muzzles: AimBurn, Blackwake, and Shatty. Let's be clear. First, AimBurn level 4 is a meta. It gives armor penetration. Yes, reload time is slower. That downside does not matter. Hurricane constantly fights armored heroes. Armor penetration stacks perfectly with raw springs. Shotgun burst plus penetration equals faster kills. With good positioning, reload time is irrelevant. This muzzle works in ranked. It works late game, and it dominates tank-heavy matches. Second, Blackwake level 4 is situational. It increases the fire rate. It feels smoother in chaotic fights, but you lose armor penetration. Against tanks, it collapses. Losing armor breaks hurts badly. Blackwake only works in low armor lobbies. It is not recommended for competitive ranking. Third, Shatter level 4 should be avoided. It increases damage against armor and drones, but it removes armor penetration. Damage modifiers are not penetration. Against shields and tanks, your real damage drops. Compared to AimBurn, it always performs worse. This is a weak trade-off. Verdict for standard muzzles. AimBurn is best. Blackwake is second. Shatter is last. Final tier muzzles. Pulse versus Neuron. This is not close. Pulse is the best final tier muzzle for Hurricane. Pulse gives fire rate. Pulse gives armor penetration. Yes, reload time is slower. Yup, piercing power is reduced. But penetration plus fire rate creates massive real damage. Hurricane relies on fast bursts at close range. Armor penetration matters far more than piercing. With smart pushes, reload time is manageable. Pulse makes Hurricane aggressive and extremely lethal. This is the ranked meta muzzle. Another is Neuron, which is not recommended. Neuron gives damage versus armor and drones. Neuron gives fire rate, but it removes armor penetration. And this is the problem. Damage bonuses are not penetration. Against Bastion, against Levi, against Smog, and Cyclops, enemies die slower. Late game, Neuron feels weak. Neuron is a trap option. Avoid it. Final muzzle verdict. AimBurn for standard tier. Pulse for final tier. Anything else is suboptimal. Sight slot. This slot is extremely important. Hurricane fights at point-blank range. Pellet accuracy matters more than anything else. First, sword level 4 is the best standard sight. It reduces weapon spread. That means tighter pellets. Yes, the fire rate is slightly lower. That barely matters on a shotgun. Tighter spread means more pellets hit. More pellets means faster kills, especially against tanks. Sword directly boosts Hurricane's burst damage. This is his entire identity. Sword is a meta pick. Second, Safari level 4 is second best. It reduces spread while moving, but reload time becomes slower. Hurricane often reload. Slower reload hurts. Safari is playable, but clearly weaker than Sword. Third, NYX level 4 is not recommended. It increases range and worsens spread while moving. Extra range is useless on a Hurricane. Worse spread means missed pellets. Skip NYX. Final verdict for standard sights. Sword first, Safari second, NYX last. Final tier sights. This one is simple. Croft Shade is the best final tier sight for Hurricane. It tightens pellet spread. It reduces spread while moving. Yes, the fire rate is lower. Yes, reload time is slower. None of that matters. Hurricane fights while moving. Tighter spread means more pellets land. This maximizes real damage per shot, not fake DPS. Croft Shade is ranked meta. High skill. Endgame viable. Another is Blitz, which is situational. It increases range, but worsens moving spread, and lowers fire rate. Extra range is wasted. Inconsistent damage gets you killed. Blitz is playable, but worse than Croft Shade. Sight verdict. Sword for standard tier. Croft Shade for final tier. Spring slot. This slot decides if Hurricane stays a tank killer or becomes inconsistent. First, Rolf level 4 is the best standard spring. It gives armor penetration. Yes, damage versus armor and drones is slightly reduced. That downside does not matter. Hurricane constantly fight tanks. Levi, Bastion, Smog, Leviathan. Armor penetration lets Hurricane delete them faster. Wrath is best for ranking, best for late game, best for tank-heavy lobbies. Second, Loftwire level 4 is situational. It improves moving accuracy, but reduces magazine size. Hurricane often reload. Smaller magazines make that worse. More reloads mean more downtime, and more punish windows. Loftwire feels smooth, but it does not improve kill speed. Playable, not optimal. Third, Loki level 4 should never be used. It increases the fire rate, but removes armor penetration. Fire rate does not scale on shotguns. Losing penetration kills Hurricane's burst. Against Quan, against Bastion, against Smog, enemies survive. Avoid Loki. Standard spring verdict. Wrath is best. Loftwire is situational. Loki is a mistake. Final tier, springs. Vice Jack is the best final tier spring. Armor penetration, better moving accuracy. Yes, magazine size is smaller. Yes, damage versus armor and drones is reduced. None of that outweighs penetration. Vice Jack stacks perfectly with Pulse, and keeps Hurricane lethal against tanks. Vice Jack is meta, rank ready, endgame viable. Another is Alligator, which is weaker. It increases the fire rate, reduces moving accuracy, removes armor penetration. Fire rate does not save shotgun fights. Losing penetration kills damage. Fun, not competitive. Spring verdict. Wrath for standard tier. Vice Jack for the final tier. Grip slut. Grip choice is about consistency. First, no Kivolt is the best standard grip. It reduces weapon spread. More pellets land. Fire rate loss does not matter. Hurricane relies on burst. Excellent choice. Second, Cube is not recommended. It increases health damage, but reduces magazine size. Health damage does nothing against armor. This grip adds inconsistency. Skip it. Third, Whisper actively harms Hurricane. It increases range and increased spread. More spread means missed pellets. Missed pellets mean lower damage. Do not use Whisper. Final tier grips. Blue tape is the best grip for Hurricane. It increases health damage. It tightens pellet spread. The fire rate is lower. Magazine size is smaller. This works perfectly. Armor breaks fast. Health disappears faster. Blue tape increases real kill speed. Meta, ranked ready. Endgame viable. Another is Von Lock, which is weaker. Extra range is wasted. Worse spread kills consistency. Playable but not optimal. Final build reveal. This is the ranked meta Hurricane build. Standard tier, AimBurn, Sword, Wrath, and no Kivolt. Final tier, Pulse, Crop Shade, Vice Jack, Blue Tape. This build melts tanks, wins close range fights, and stays lethal while moving. If your Hurricane still feels weak after this, the problem isn't the build.
Nope. Nope. Nope.